Right, I'm at Legends in Edinburgh tonight with the excellent, fantastic Hush that I've been playing here tonight, and it's been a fantastic gig as well. Can you tell me a little bit about the band? We've got Connor, we've got Eve, we've got Ben, and we've got Jack.
You got Jack, you got this.
I've got it right! Can you tell me a little bit about the band and how the band started?
I think this man over here was the reason the band started.
Well, so I used to be in a band years ago. I'm not going to name them, but I used to work in a bar. I used to manage a bar, and I fucking hated it. And I never wanted to work in a bar again in my life. So I decided I'll go back to college, get my music degree, whatever. Then I met Ben. He's completely changed. But back when I met him, he was a complete scarce boy. Like, he hated everything. He was scared of his own shadow. Now, kind of get him shot.
Confident Ben.
So I asked him originally if he wanted to do a band, and he was like, "Oh my god, really? Yes?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I do." And then I put a post out on Facebook, my music place, and then that's when Eve got in contact with me, and saw videos of her online and on YouTube and that, and she was fucking class. And I've always adored the idea of a female fronted band. Love it. And then after that, I was looking for a bassist. It was quite hard because the kind of style and sound that I wanted, it's kind of hard to find the right bassist. I knew bassists of my old band and stuff, but then I remembered Jack over here.
Hello.
The quiet one of the four.
The quiet one. No, I'm the loudest out of all fucking four of us. I'm just being quiet right now.
You just can't sit all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I asked Jack if he wanted. I said to him, if you want to do this, I need you to be fully committed. I need this. And then within the first week, we went out and bought a brand new bass. And said, "I'm fucking game. Let's go." And that's pretty much how we formed together.
That bass mic I had a year, maybe 2 years later down the line, that does not work on stage anymore because I beat that thing up every time we play. I think I put my heart on my sleeve every time we play.
So do you get everybody to sign the bass in, or is it just a few of your friends that have signed it for you?
So because I do a lot of artwork and stuff, I like to get all my friends who do artwork and stuff to sign it, but anybody in the bands, anybody involved in any way, I'm always happy to get a signature or just something cool on my bass because I hate having a bog standard looking instrument. I love my instrument to look as personalised as possible.
Can you tell me a wee bit about the EP you released in the single 0131 and Broken?
So I'll answer the 0131 question. So for 0131, during lockdown, I really wanted to write a song about my experience when I used to go out drinking a lot, partying a lot, which I don't do anymore. And I could write a book, and I can promise you it'll be the #1 seller of my stories. And 0131 is Edinburgh's area code, and it means a lot to me because I'm proud of where I'm coming from. I'm from the scheme, and I'm here to tell everyone a story. So 0131, the background of that song is my nights out and my experiences of being in relationships and whatnot, just experienced nightlife in Edinburgh. And I tried to form it into a song and then didn't know how to sing it, but I already had the music there, and I had Eve. Eve completely rewrote the melody for the song and the lyrics. But it sounded great. But for Broken, that's Jack's masterpiece. I'll let him talk about that.
Do you all collaborate in the songwriting together then, or is it mostly Eve that does the songwriting?
No. So we all have our own part in songwriting. We all brought together our own songs, and basically just mutated it with everyone else's ideas. And so I'll write a song, and I want it to sound the way I want it to sound, but then it might not work that way. I have the ability of Eve and Jack, who are fucking class songwriters, and they can reword it, reorganize the song itself, and make it exactly how I want it to sound. So we all have a part to play in the songwriting, definitely.
Yeah, so one of us will bring the bare bones of the song, and then we'll all kind of collaborate together, and then it means that it's completely different to how it first sounded. So 0131 sounded a lot different. There wasn't any when you sent us the track, it wasn't any lyrics or anything, but the actual song sounds the same, but it sounds totally different at the same time.
The riff was the same, the main riff, but for the guitar and the actual just changed.
Yeah.
Of course.
So is most of the songwriting built about your own experiences then, or is it, what kind of most themes that run through your music?
I mean, most of it is from my experience. I write about 10 songs a day. I never share them, but I write them. It's basically like stuff I've experienced or feeling, but that's just personal. I don't pick a theme and try to write about it. Because to me, you need to live through it before you say anything or try to relate to people with that said theme. So if I go through something, I'll make it into something. But if I don't, I'm not going to write about it. Because you don't write about other people's experiences. That's just my view on it.
I think it's pretty much the same for most of us. Like even if it's not completely like about you, it's stuff that's around you. So our song "Chasing the Next High" on the EP, I wrote that and like the lyrics and stuff, and so like a lot of that is like more. Some of it's about me, but some of it's about my observations of other people using drugs and partying and stuff like that, and how I wasn't really like that as a teenager or anything like that. So like I do some of my stuff is kind of observational, like of the world around me rather than maybe myself.
So how did you first start producing the style of music you're releasing?
I think Connor's, like, when he put the band together, he was very much like, this is the kind of style of music I want to write. And then we just kind of bring our own influences. So we all, like, me, Connor, Jack, listen to the most, like, kind of similar music. And then, like, but we all have, like, similarities and differences in our music taste. So we bring in all those different influences to create something different. Like, all of our songs, they're different. Like, you can tell, like, we have different influences and stuff, but it does still sound like us.
But I think with Ben as well, he had a library in his head. A complete, fully stocked library that'll take you 1,000 years to go through. Like, honestly.
Wait, what are you on about?
A music library. Music library.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
He's got like stacks of like records and stuff.
Oh yeah.
his references to music is unfuckable.
Yeah, all of these guys, like they very, you guys all like kind of Midwestern emo and like really underground shit. And I love punk music. Like I really like, but.
So what's your biggest influences then? I mean, what's your biggest influence?
Sorry?
What's your biggest influence? Who's your biggest influence?
So my biggest two influences would probably have to be the Jam and also an artist called Lil Peep, who sadly passed away in 2017. But I found out on my 18th birthday that one of my favourite artists had passed away, and it really inspired me to keep writing the music that I felt fit in that legacy. Like I never ever wanted to be better than anybody, but I always wanted to be able to portray my emotions in a way that I didn't have to. All the songs that I write is things that I wanted to say to people, but I always thought in my head it was too toxic to put out those thoughts. So I put them into a song instead, and it's really open to interpretation. That if my song affects you in a way that it affects you, then shame on you for making me feel that way, rather than it's easier than me telling somebody something that would hurt them.
So who would you say you're creative?
As a guitarist, I'm
influences
a
are?
blues man. I love blues, and I try and incorporate that in our music. But my idol's Prince, he's my favourite guitarist, and he was just like the best musician ever lived. Like he could do everything. So that's personally me. Whereas these guys would probably be like, Prince is ancient. He makes pop music.
This is ancient, but
Honestly,
he's still very
was
valid
like,
and influential.
He's the biggest rock star like ever.
What about you, Eve?
That's a really difficult question for me because I feel like I listen like there's a lot of like artists that I can say influenced me and stuff, but maybe not like there's not one that like I can say that is like the biggest influence on me. Because I mean I'm a guitarist as well, so like I study guitar at BD as well, being a singer as well. But there's like not like say one person I idolize or it's like a lot of the bands and like artists I listen to at the moment are like my favorite artist at the moment is Taylor Swift, Neck Deep, Origami Angel, Hot Valley.
probably your idol.
Taylor Swift.
Not my idol.
Our
I've
breakout
actually, I've
songs,
only
like
listened
for
to
real.
Taylor Swift for about 2 or 3 years. But she's like my favorite artist at the moment. Like she's like one of my top artists because like there's not really any songs that I don't like by her.
How about you, Connor?
I have a lot of influences and a variety of influences, but my top bands for me is a band called Pup. They're a Canadian punk band, and Zach, their drummer. I was brought up, and when I was growing up, I was quite bigger than I currently am, so I was always ashamed of being big and all that stuff. But Zach, he's a big guy himself, and he just fucking flies for the drums. Honestly, it's like getting a hot knife cutting through butter. It's unstoppable. His music, like, they kind of remind me of myself. Fucking starting a band, playing to absolutely no one, and then getting somewhere with it, but still going. You know what I mean, down but not out. And that's they've got a place in my heart. Probably them, I would say.
What is the story behind the name Hush?
So I mean, I suggested it because when Connor made the group chat for the band, he called it Hush Now Secret Band, and so we've maybe been together for like 2 months or something. We were still like kind of trying to come up with a name, and I just suggested it suggested Hush or Hush Now, and then they all just really liked it.
Hush, yeah.
Short and sweet.
One word that can be stylized, like everything, like the dots above the U, like it was just that one word stood out for us. I think it was the one thing that always definitely like stood out for us. It was going to be our definite name, and it was just set in stone that that's what it was going to be called. I knew the day that we made that group chat originally that we were going to be called Hush.
It must be hard agreeing on like a name for a band for and all coming up and saying, I'm happy with this. This is what we want to be called ourselves. You know?
Band naming decisions I've ever had in my life.
Because I don't think we actually had any other ideas.
Yeah, I had no idea what to do.
I'm so bad at coming up with band names.
I said originally when we started that we're not doing any social media, we're not doing any presence, and we're not talking about band names until we get fucking music written. And then once we write music, once we have a set list ready, then we'll think about it. Because there's so many bands that will create a Facebook page, YouTube, and so many bands that will have a name already, but have no music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all. I feel to me that's always the start of failure. It's thinking of your name first. Because how can you name yourself if you don't know what your values are within that band? Yeah. That's kind of how I would say.
It's quite an easy like decision.
Yeah.
And like the first time we all kind of got in a room together was like Connor brought us a song that was partly written, and then we just kind of jammed it out, and then that was it. You know, we just kept all bringing songs together. So we got about 10 now in total. So we've got about an hour set.
So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I presume you're on all these social network if people want to get in touch with you regarding your music and that.
I think for like officially, like for more professional wise, it's best if you just email us. But our presence are well known on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. TikTok being it's universal, everyone's using it, and in my opinion, it's the best place for musicians to be at right now. It's you get up to 3-minute video. It's great to promote yourself. There's no restrictions.
You can actually put 10-minute videos up on TikTok.
Yeah,
And as long as you upload it, you can't film it.
and then you've got Instagram that offers you a free service of going live. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be your followers to see it. Anyone that, because it's now got a For You page, so anyone who just can stumble upon you. And yeah, so we're more prominent on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Our Instagram is hush.edinburgh, and then we've got a link tree in that, and if you look up Hush Edinburgh on anything, you'll probably find us.
And yeah, so we're hush.edinburgh on Instagram and TikTok, and on Facebook we're Hush Edinburgh.
We've got YouTube. We don't really use Twitter. Need to get that sorted.
We're not
We do
toxic
have a
enough.
Twitter, but we just never use it.
Twitter users are a dying breed.
I
We
delete my
wanted to pay
Twitter.
to get verified.
I know, I want to pay that £10 a month to get a wee blue tick.
Fuck that.
So any gigs lined up for the rest of the year that you've got
the
planned?
next-
Not announced. Not announced yet. But we have got 3 coming up.
We've got some stuff in the works, but nothing that we can announce right now because we haven't announced it yet on our socials. But hopefully, the next date to look out for is the 15th of July.
Yeah.
So if you watch our socials, 15th of July, we have something coming up with an amazing band, a friend of mine's. It's going to be a sick night.
Well, thanks very much, guys, for this wee interview from our page. I wish you all the very best in your music and keep on rocking, you know, so to speak. Keep on rocking, keep believing in yourselves, and I look forward to seeing you again when you're next back in Edinburgh.
But thank you.
All the very best.
Keep it hush.
Of course,
Yeah.
keep it hush, keep it hush, don't tell anybody. We like to be the best kept secret in Edinburgh.
We're going to be the most famous underground band from the city.
Thanks very much, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.